There's a lot of great ideas out there on how to deal with a cop when he pulls you over. One, as far as like anything you say will be used against you and all that, okay? And I watched plenty of it, and it's a lot for people to try to remember what to do. And it came across to me, and one guy says, that you could play that. He says you don't play deaf, dumb, and mute. Oh, there's the thing. There is no such words as don't, can't, or etc. These are all authoritative. The entire dictionary, which is another video I'm going to do, is no authority behind any dictionary, any written word, anything on paper is all null and void, which is some other videos I'm going to do. But let me tell you an ideal that I've come up with as far as how to deal with police officers that pull you over, and as soon as it is, and how to keep your rights that are guaranteed through Constitution and all that people have talked about. This is what I've done. This is what I'm going to do next time, as far as like even holding the police officer up. As far as the good things they tell you, to lock yourself in the car, don't roll up any windows, anything like that. And you know a lot of things they're going to do is threaten you and everything, and they could break the glass out of your window and all that. And he tells you, you can fold your arms, put yourself in the steering wheel. And yes, fold your arms, make your hands visible, and put yourself on the steering wheel. Don't even look them in the eyes. That's their control. It's as far as staring you down and all that. I'm going to tell you astrologically who's behind the real psychotic psychopathism and the sociopath personalities are in this world. So here it is. I've thought about this ideal, but I'm going to tell you, when you're pulled over, play deaf and dumb. Don't say nothing. Don't even look at them. Nothing. And lock yourself in the car. I came up with this idea of written statements, confession. See, here's the thing. You are the court, and you're going to put the officers on trial. So my idea was to slip this out the window and tape it to the window as soon as you come up to the window and all that. But you have to cover yourself right away. They don't try to give you a ticket for obstructing your view of the windows and all this. Every goddamn thing they come up with to try to charge you with and threaten you with and everything. This is what I call officer confession. Officer, badge number. You have to make sure you get the names and their badge numbers, of course. This is what goes on as far as challenging them in the courtrooms, etc. Confess that alleged vehicle I pulled over, that this piece of paper was not on my vehicle window during the time before I pulled over said vehicle. Therefore, I, officer, badge number, confess that I only pull vehicles over only for the intent of theft, larceny, grand larceny, embezzlement, fraud, arson, assault and battery, attempted murder, extortion, racketeering, accessory to all, and any more, just so many charges, everything that they use that comes out of a dictionary, the written knowledge, every written word that is some authority behind it. Okay, there is no authority. It comes from, I looked at some, involved movies, like the movie Lucy with Morgan Freeman, and it says, well, numbers and letters. There's another video. I'm going to tell you why education is null and void, too. There's they don't even exist. Everybody that we assume is authority have given us our world. It's all false lies. It's probably the whole entire reason behind the Adam and Eve and the knowledge of the tree, good and evil, and the tree and all that, And they claim to be the fucking masters behind the knowledge, and they're the ones that own it, and intellectual property, that's what they would say. So you make them confess. You're putting them on trial. It's called authority versus authority, because that's all this world is. They're all just freeloaders stealing a free ride. Everything they own, everything they have. Their houses, mortgages, boats, yachts, limousines, butlers, maids, chauffeurs, politics, everything that the reason the inequality exists because they steal Everything that we built, you, the people, the laborers, they just steal a free ride and force you to fucking give it to them. So that's what it is. That's what this is going on. So I, Officer Badge Number, admit that I am a terrorist, a mental abuser, committing perjury on a daily basis as an employee of organized uniformed crime for the purpose of a stolen free ride in life by force, etc., etc. Into the court. Signed, Officer Badge Number. This is an ideal of a forced confession that you want to put on an officer. While you sit in the car, and you have the patience, even if it takes 2-3 hours, the entire fucking day. You know, I've made it we all, sit and do nothing as a practice. Make it a practice to relax yourself, be calm and cool, like all these other videos tell you how to deal with an officer, blah blah blah. Explain yourself. Am I free to go? All this crap. You don't bow down like that, okay? You don't fucking, cry and you're choking me or hurting me. You don't fucking, give them the satisfaction of you're in any kind of pain at all. That's where they're getting off on that, you know what I mean? Basically, you just got to throw your life down. Let them decide they're going to break the window and pull you out of a car and ain't got no business to it. Because it's also, like I said, you don't give them no driver's license, your registration, or insurance card. You don't have to provide them nothing. That is your rights. Yes, use the deaf mute, absolutely ignorant that they're not even there beside you and sit beside you. And see how long that they're going to fucking hold you up. Because the truth and reality is, they already know who you are just by your license. As long as you know you ain't done nothing, you're no criminal or nothing. As soon as they pull up your license plate on your car, you already can tell you're a licensed, insured driver or whatever. Maybe not the insurance part, but it's, like I said, that's none of their business. It never was. They're complete thieves, extortioners, racketeering, grand larcenists, thieves, murder. It's all true. All the videos I've seen. This is just a list of everything, it's in our dictionary, in our way of an entire languages of every language on the planet Earth, and race, species, life, and all. This everything it's like the accuser. It's like the guy that points the finger at you. Actually, they're the ones that are guilty. Someone accuses you of anything. They're predators that would walk up to you and you have the right to defend yourself against them. Yes, people are out there telling you you got the right to kill a fucking cop if you have to, because they're not supposed to be goddamn approaching you for anything. They're thieves, and the same people that they're beating down, arresting, shooting, killing is because they're better. They're the ones doing it more. They're more guilty than anybody. That they caused the problem through the monetary. Their whole system, like we're finding out, they caused it, the whole monetary system that they have no authority over, and they caused the world's problems. They're the provokers. They're just bullies. They're high school bullies. Like all the bully videos I've seen. Get back. Well, yeah. You want? They give you the right to remain silent. Let's do it then. Okay. Because you're going to be ready to make copies of every goddamn word I tell you. Beyond some of this other terminology and all this that they're giving you, codes and statutes and everything like that. It's too hard. It's too difficult. It's too much information for a lot of us to remember, because they stole our memory and everything like that. Okay. And also, don't sign nothing. Don't put no signature on anything. Refuse to sign anything. All you got to know is the word no. N-O, no, 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 nope, nope. Threats. I got in trouble for making a threat, but they call a threat. They take threats very seriously, but yet they threat you every day. They're threateners all the time. Every damn day they commit more threats since the beginning of time, just so they can just have their free life, so they can take all the money, and they didn't work for it. They you know what I mean? They're freeloaders. They're thieves. They don't deserve nothing. It should have been all volunteer. And we used to hear about volunteer policemen, just like volunteer firemen. All these organizations that are getting taxpayer money is because they forcibly steal from us so they can have it all. They got all the new everything, whereas we got to use the used stuff. But we're the ones that built it. There's no authority. It doesn't exist. It never was. Here's my big list here. Just a whole bunch of stuff I've been writing down. Extortion and racketeering. Proof of jurisdiction, none. Proof of authority, none. The whole system is they're guilty of counterfeiting money. The monetary system has no authority and never any authority to give credits or loans. No existence of rules or regulations or restrictions. Law does not exist. God does not exist. No proof. Authority is self-proclaimed as fraud. Authority does not exist, never has. No proof of any dictionary authority. No proof of any written word, Bible, or any books of any kind of authority. Words written of any authority are just false. There's no leaders. There's no of any entitlements of any kind are not proven. There are no codes, statutes, etc. No permission, consent, compliance. No such thing as property or ownership exists. Nothing on paper is illegal. No such thing as illegal or illegal. No such entities of gods, kings, queens, governments, etc. There's no proof of none of it. They have to prove it in court. Like you prove that God gave you any kind of God gave you authority. They have to prove it. That's why there is no God. No authority of prosecution of any kind. Education is null and void. There's no authority behind IQ. There's no authority behind credit scores. No authority to judge people. You just don't judge each other. It's just the whole world we're in. And nobody judges anybody else. It's out there. The judge is going to be judged. You just can't go around judging people because you're going to be judged yourself. And that's what authority is. There is no judges. Freedom is what it is. And freedom is liberalism. To be liberal is free. So what the fuck is conservative? But I'm supposed to have meant they're the fucking racist goddamn Ku Klux Klan fucks in this world, That's why Republicans are shit. They're the ones that are the worst fucking. I can describe them. I can divide them up for you, and I'll tell you. I know who's behind the goddamn divide and conquer. It's Capricorn, by the way. Scorpios are the ones that are fucking evil killers that are killing most of the people, and the cops and the fucking firefighters and all these danger seekers, extreme motherfuckers, right? There's no housing authority and the old city hall thing. You gotta get permits and permission to do things. There's no authority over countries. There's no military authority. They're murderers, thieves, and no There's a lot of stuff. I just keep going on and on in my mind. Keep watching this stuff over and over. And what a false reality we live in. We don't even need to learn how to read and write. We don't need it. It's all a scam. The fuck we need college for? They didn't need education. The goddamn print paper off of trees. And we need education to goddamn be a police officer. They fucking murderous thugs at all. What the hell they want us to have? Because they're scared of intelligence. That's what this is all about. Signing up for right now.